go from hello to yes on what you're looking for.
Sean is a master. He teaches. It's not just about sharing the formula with you. It's about making sure that we learn.
I went from $100,000 in debt from law school to having no money and starting my own law firm on my credit card to selling it 4 years later.
Sean and I, we co-created massive victories in 2 unwinnable jury trials, which are recognized nationally now as top 100 jury verdicts.
To be even on the same track with you, who I respect and admire and love with all my heart.
Never again submit. You're not better and you're not less than any human on earth.
When you shared with us about the unblinded process and the mastery sales training, I just went, wow.
Sean will gain proximity to the most influential and powerful people. He will find out how he can grow their business, how he can help them personally. But the third thing that he does is the most important.
Just put Lamar.
Sean serves without an expectation of getting anything in return.
You have very, very high performing colleagues.
22 years ago, you transformed my life as you did all these people's lives over the course of time. And I couldn't be more grateful. Let's hear it for Tony Robbins.
I don't see him as a lawyer, and I don't see them as a blind person. Someone who has subjugated his ego, who has taught me what serving really looks like.
You have this incredible ability to just have unconditional love for everyone, and that is just an incredible gift.
The moment you have been waiting for.
The American Blind Association is the first new face and voice of that association since Helen Keller.
Formula for formulas, which is exactly what I've learned from Sean. It's a language-based predictable model. We will have over 300 new sales meetings this month.
This superpower in the world that is attainable for you is the ability to influence people. If you believe that, say yes. If you believe that, say yes. Do you think that worked? Bella Verita, I do think that worked. It's the heart of influence. It's Fun Friday. We're coming on location from the great state of Utah, just coming off the stage at SalesCon. Oops. And we're doing the things. So we're exploring the superpower of influence, causing yes, with integrity and heart. And Bella Verita, who is here?
Sean, we definitely have a room full here today for Darren and Ammo's Heart of Influence. And first, from Reno, Nevada, internationally recognized gold mining executive known as the Gold Girl, with deep expertise in exploration and capital markets, founder and CEO, and leading multiple resource ventures through discovery, financing, and public listing access, respected speaker and influencer in global mining community, championing leadership, innovation, and resource sector. Let's welcome to the show, Kimberly Ann.
Thank you. I'm so stoked to be here. You guys wrote something fantastic for me, so thank you.
And Plato, the Greek philosopher, said, play a game with me for an hour and we will learn more about each other than if we speak. So Kimberly Ann, yeah, that, fun fact could be a headline. It was shocking moment, surprising moment, funny moment, silly moment, any moment, Kimberly Ann. And for everybody, lots of folks. So you have a lot of pressure, Kimberly Ann, because you're going to speak in a headline, not a story. Because if anybody goes into like story mode, Bella's got her Chuck Barris Gong Show. Gong! Right. So it's a headline. For example, like, we're coming on location from the great state of Utah right after SalesCon. That's a headline. A story would be like, well, when Bella Verita was 8 years old, she began her career in influence, and then her parents got divorced, and they were continental air. Like, that's a story. So Kimberly Ann, what's your headline? Fun fact, they'll make us say Kimberly Ann.
No way!
First of all, I have to say, Bella, your hair is really cool. I love the red. Okay, my fun, crazy, I'll call it fun, crazy fact is I've had 16 knee surgeries, and apparently I don't really care because I just keep moving forward, but it really stems from being born with spinal meningitis.
Yeah, that's not
everything.
I love it. So 16 knee surgeries. That's you keep moving forward. That's the headline. Amazing job, Kimberly Ann.
That's the headline. Yep.
Inspirational for sure.
Inspirational for sure. Welcome, Kimberly Ann, to the Heart of Influence. And next up from New York, dynamic Wall Street veteran, entrepreneur, going public, strategic behind numerous market success stories, media personality, and podcast host known for bold insights on finance, leadership, and resilience. expert connector across multiple capital market, venture, finance, and thought leadership networks. Let's welcome to the show, Ross Mandel.
Ross, and welcome to the Art of Influencing. Your headline fun fact, please, Ross, on this fun Friday.
I didn't hear that. I'm sorry.
Yes. What is your headline fun fact, Ross?
My headline fun fact, you know, Forbes coined me the bad boy of Wall Street at some point about 20 years ago. And the truth is, I love doing good things and I love entertaining people.
Well, Ross, that is super fun. I'd love to ask more about that. That is a definite curiosity evoking fun fact. Great job, Ross. Bell, read it.
Great job, Ross. Welcome to the Heart of Influence, and from New York, New York. I feel like we got some like mob bosses, Italians in the house here. From New York,
Don't make fun of my family.
Yes. Accomplished corporate and capital market executive specializing in M&A, IPOs, and strategic growth. Trusted advisor helping emerging companies navigate structure, compliance, and investor engagement. Recognized for his financial acumen, leadership, and ability to align management and shareholder value. Let's welcome to the show, James Piazza.
James, warm welcome to the Heart of Influence. Please, your headline fun fact.
Thank you for having me. My headline fun fact, I guess, would be I am always because I'm not really sure what I'm doing here, but I'm always curious to learn.
That is a fun fact. I'm not sure what you're doing here either, but we'll find out. Yes, so let's go.
Let's go. Welcome James to the Heart of Influence. And next up from Miami, Florida, innovative business leader and entrepreneur driving transformation in technology and growth industries. Proven operator skilled in scaling ventures, optimizing operations, and building brand equity. Respected mentor and connector fostering partnerships across tech, finance, and emerging markets. Let's welcome to the show, Soren Abraham.
Warm welcome to the Heart of Influence, and please, your headline fun fact.
Well, my fun fact is that I did improv comedy for a few years.
Ooh. Nice. Congratulations. And
from it, I learned that, you know what? You just got to add that little chili pepper. You don't have to reinvent everything. Just put on that little spice, and that's what makes it, you know, boom, takes it to the next level.
That's why you have me here.
You took the words right out of my mouth. Let's go.
I add a little bit of spice. Thank you, Soren, and welcome to the Heart of Influence.
Thank you.
And next up from New York, chiropractor and entrepreneur building integrative wellness centers focus on holistic regenerative care. Visionary founder blending clinical expertise with business strategy to expand patient impact. Influencer and speaker advancing modern health practices and community-based wellness innovation. Let's welcome to the show, Dr. Peter Berger.
Everyone, thanks for having me today.
Welcome to the Heart of Influence. And how shall we refer to you, Dr. Peter, Dr. Berger? What do you prefer?
Dr. Peter, fine. Peter, whatever you prefer, whatever you like.
Dr. Peter, you've earned it, sir. Dr. Peter, your headline fun fact, please.
So I think it's more of a proud fact than a fun fact, but I'm ex-military and I served my country well.
Yeah, thank you for your service. Bella's dad is a three-time combat tour veteran, 2 times in Vietnam, 1 time Desert Storm. We thank you for your service that allows us the freedom to do what we do in a capitalist structure. So thank you very much, Dr. Peter, and warm welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bella, read it.
Thank you very much.
Let's go. Fort Lauderdale, Florida, experienced operations and finance executive driving growth and organizational efficiency in fast scaling enterprises. Skilled in business development, capital strategy, and cross-functional leadership, known for fostering high-performance teams, aligning vision, execution, and culture for sustainable success. Let's welcome to the show, Henry.
Henry, warm welcome to the Heart of Influence on this fun Friday. And Henry, please, what is your headline fun fact?
My fun fact is that I've been on every major TV show on network TV.
What's that? Whoa. Like, how does that work? I need like a byline to the headline.
Well, basically, I got my union card when I was a police officer, and
Okay, I get it.
and I went out there and I pretty much auditioned for every major TV show, and I found a part in every show, and I was the chief of staff and the chief of police on Blue Bloods for 7 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
That is
Love
so
that show. Pretty cool.
Belle Vreda, we got like Hollywoodness in the building.
We got some Hollywoodness in the building. Welcome, Henry, to the Heart of Influence. And next up from Farmingdale, New York, accomplished senior business development leader with over 20 years driving revenue growth for fast-growing companies, expert in sales PR strategy, consistently increasing client acquisition, profitability, and customer satisfaction. Proven track record of fueling exponential growth, transforming startups into thriving, high-performing organizations. Let's welcome to the show, Tom Speciale.
Happy Fun Friday, and please, your headline fun fact, Tom.
Thank you. I don't know if it's a fun fact, but this is my second career. I went from a Teamster union rep to a sales professional. My first career was 20 years, and then I turned sales. So I'm on my second part and second career.
Well, congratulations, and thanks for being here today on Fun Friday.
Thank
Tom's
you.
on a second career. Let's go.
Tom is on his second
Bella,
career.
you know, Tom, Bella had a first career that she no longer does, but we'll talk about that later.
Yes, we'll talk about that in just a moment. But let's introduce the man of the hour from New York, New York, a seasoned entrepreneur with over 35 years, including founding a private equity firm, driving growth for founders, valuing personal connections, and recognizing the unique contributions of each individual. Known for his relentless drive, transformed industries, and empowered countless businesses to achieve extraordinary success. Let's welcome to his show, James Ammo.
Thanks for that, Bella.
Ammo. Thank you, brother, for all that you do. This is a growth-driven, heart-centered, integrous person committed to mastery. He makes big things happen in all sorts of ways, in business, in life, personal development. So, Ammo, please, your headline fun fact on this Fun Friday.
I'll lead them with this. This is our last show prior to next Wednesday, which is going to be a big day for you guys, right?
Yes, sir.
Big pumped up day, right? You got the big event next week, so I'm excited about that. To leverage off of what Kimberly said about, never say no, or never take no for an answer. I have gone from the hedge fund business to the private equity business. I was just thinking about this morning. Back in the hedge fund business, still had a private equity. Out of the hedge fund business, stayed in the private equity, got out of both for about 3-4 years, got back in hedge funds, and then I got back into private equity about 1.5 years ago. The moral of the story is it's never too late to do anything that you want.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Masterfully for sure, Ammo. So thank you, brother. And we got the big day coming up. That'll be my fun fact, Bella Vreda.
Let's go to the woman that brought us all here together, known as the Deal Attorney, having led over 200 capital market transactions in the past 25 years, taking companies public in the 7 different ways. To do so, 2 years out of law school, built $1 million solo practice from her basement, proud single mom of 2 daughters, bringing us all here together today, the one, the only, Andrea Catania.
Yay.
Bye, please, on this Fun Friday.
Fun fact is I am a 62-year-old grandmother of 5, and I could do 1,000 push-ups in one day, and I've already done 680.
Come on, Andrea. Come on. So
Wow.
do the introducing for the woman that did the introducing. This woman seated to my left began her career and influence as an 8-year-old selling crafts on her parents' front lawn. By the age of 19, she put 3 words together that don't normally go together: teenager, network marketing, and 7 figures. Come on, $1 million business, teenager network marketing. Who does that? Well, she does. 24, 25, 26 years old. She's 3-peating like Michael Jordan, except not in hoops, but in a male-dominated industry instead. called Business Brokerage as Nevada's #1 business broker. She was the first woman ever to be Nevada's #1 business broker at all, let alone at 24. And at 24, the youngest person to ever do it, male or female, let alone 3 straight times. She begins to train Fortune 500 companies and entrepreneurs. In fact, in 2019, every sales team this woman worked with doubled their sales. Skier, surfer, scuba diver, adventurer in the most extreme of conditions. Maybe she wanted from a blind man. She did. Forget YouTube. Yeah. And then raising $10 million for charity over the past couple of years with the Unblinded team, who is a 2-time, about to be 3-time published author, who in 2023 publicly battled and defeated cancer. In her 1900th plus episode, like 1900 of this show, 1900 times we've done this, a time or two. The woman that put the heart in the heart of influence. Let's welcome to Amo and Darren's Heart of Influence, the one, the only, Bella. Miss Verita, please, your headline fun fact.
Well, I could go with the fun fact that I did sell drugs in high school, but I want to go with the fun fact that I just saw the most amazing, mind-blowing speaker on stage at SalesCon, blowing the roof off of the building. And but let me see if I can remember his name. Oh, it was Sean Callagy. That's my fun fact for today.
Thank you. Thank you both.
Yes.
And she taught me everything that I know. Yes.
That is definitely true.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you for admitting that. And let me introduce my co-host, the man that Tony Robbins said, there's no one who leads with more heart and more integrity than Sean Callagy. He beats world champions like Becky at body surfing competitions. He's only one of 2 attorneys to win. He's only one of 2 attorneys to win 2 top 100 national jury verdicts between 2014 and 2016, and the only one that's blind out of 1.2 million attorneys. In fact, the state of New Jersey actually named him one of New Jersey's most influential attorneys. He has spoken on stages such as Disney, T-Mobile, Salesforce, Tony Robbins 18 times, and when he's not busy flying around speaking on stages, he's an incredible philanthropist that raised nearly $10 million for charity in 2 years. And this year, by the end of the year, will be named one of the world's first and only self-funded unicorn company creator. Blind. Yes, he's blind. Blind unicorn company creator. Let's welcome on the LA, Sean Callagy.
Thank you, Bill. Just to clarify what Bill was saying, first ever blind, self-funded unicorn, meaning $1 billion corporate valuation, founder ever. So we're on the verge and we're getting it valued right now. So we're pretty confident that'll be worked out by December. So thank you for that. But my headline fun fact is that, as Amo said, and I thank Amo, I thank Darren, I think a whole bunch of people on our team, we're going to have an event coming up with 1,000+ people next Wednesday in the great state of New Jersey. And the following speakers will be there: Gary Vaynerchuk. I'll be interviewing them, actually. Gary Vaynerchuk, Charlie Sheen, David Mizell, founder of Marvel Studios that sold it to Disney for $4 billion, Kevin Mayer, the dude on the other side of the transaction that on behalf of Disney paid the $4 billion, who also oversaw the Pixar and Lucasfilms agreement, Sugar Ray Leonard, Olympic gold medalist, Ralph Macchio, the Karate Kid, Sadia Khan, influencer extraordinaire, and another amazing speaker who some of you may not know the name, but many see as the #1 AI woman in America. So that is our lineup, and we're gonna have 4 days of insanity and lots to come. Thank you, Amo, Darren. Thank you all for being here today. And Bella, Rita, who's going first?
How about we kick it off with Kimberly Ann?
Okay, Kimberly Ann. A lot of energy, a lot of speed. I have a big group of people today. We've done this a time or two, so we're moving through at a nice pace so we end on time. But Kimberly Ann, this is about what we know is the only human attainable superpower. That's it, period. There is no other. And that's the ability to cause yes with people. But pitching, hooking, closing, I just spent 2 hours on stage talking to people about never talking about pitching, hooking, closing ever again in their life, not the objectification of people, but what does it look like when heart-centered people are looking to cause yes and yes should happen. We're not talking Wolf of Wall Street boiler room, but yeses that should really happen. How do you get through all the crowded noise of everything going on in the world? So Bella, to illustrate this, you'll be going from hello to yes with Bella. She'll be anyone, Kimberly Ann, that you want her to be. She could be an ideal client, a charitable fundraising partner. She could be anybody famous, like all the names we just said, or Oprah Winfrey, Warren Buffett. Anyone, and it would make sense for you to be going from hello to yes with. It doesn't have to be a sale. It does not have to be a final yes. It can be any type of yes.
Okay, any yes. It's going to be any yes, including a yes, just to have a longer conversation. So Kimberly Ann, please, who would you like Bella Verita to be?
Conversation. So Kimberly.
Gonna mute it too.
Okay, we're having a little bit of technical difficulties. Can everybody hear me right now?
I can
hear you.
I can
hear you. We
couldn't hear
Sean.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
couldn't hear you,
can
Sean.
you hear me? So Kimberly Ann, whomever you'd like Bella to be, that you're going from hello to yes with.
I got it. I got it. Okay, Bella. Thank you for being a part of this show right now. I would like you to be a mining superpower executive. And what I mean by that is someone that leads with intention and understands their business and wants to be better than just the company they're running. Got it?
Okay, fantastic. Yes. Hello,
Okay.
this is Bella.
Hello, Bella. This is Kimberly Ann calling you. How are you today?
I'm doing pretty good. It's quite a busy day, but I am doing well.
Okay, I don't want to waste your time, but I just wanted to call you because I'm launching a new show at the New York Stock Exchange, one of my favorite places in the world. And it's all about, well, the show's called Gold Girl with different segments. It's all about educating the market and having CEOs that work and deliver attention with everything they do. It's not just about the mining space, but I think it's really time right now to deliver a platform where people understand that Teslas don't drop from UFOs and you can't have mining. You know, you have to have mining to have a Tesla. In that, you know, you can't, nothing's grown or mined. Like everything is with intention. So the show is really about delivering a message to the public and just starts with the whole mining experience. And it's all about having CEOs that work through authenticity and deliver a message of encouragement to invest in different industries or just be a part of them. And I'm looking for CEOs that want to be a part of this show because having people on the show that will want to deliver that message with me is super important. Does that sound interesting to you?
It does sound quite interesting, Kimberly. I've never thought of like a show on mining, and I'm sure you've thought about like why people would want to watch it and the value that they would receive, right?
Absolutely. So the value is that, you know, where do solar panels come from? How much silver is in them? If you don't want to open pit next to your house, like, okay, well, you want your solar, you know, energy. And it's about just educating the industry and the world about where we all come from, right? If it can't be grown, it has to be mined. And you can't have opinion picked from one side or the other. We all have to work cohesively. And it's just one step to the future. You know, I mean, looking at what our friend Peter over here has as all these devices that he uses when he goes into surgery. We need people that understand that mining is important for the world. So it's all about taking the fear out of what we do and delivering it.
Unfortunately, I'm going to have to run right now, but I am definitely interested. It sounds like, you know, I just wanted to make sure like it wasn't just like, oh, to, you know, build fame or anything like that. It doesn't sound like that. It sounds like it's got some purpose. So let's definitely have a longer conversation next week when I've got a little bit more time. And maybe we can meet in person to see if it's a fit.
That'd be great. Thanks for your time, Bella.
Absolutely.
Kimberly Ann, outstanding job. And who's following up Kimberly Ann, Bella?
Following up Kimberly Ann is Ross Mandel.
Ross, who would you like Bella to be?
I would like Bella to be Bella Verita.
That is so difficult for her, Ross, but she'll try.
I think someday you should have to play Bella Verita. Hello, this is Bella.
Bella, how are you? My name is Ross Mandel. I'm pretty sure you remember me because we just met like remotely on this show. Is that right?
That is right.
Okay, I've been trying to figure out what I'm doing here, but let me just tell you, give you a backstory. I have a podcast called Going Public, and I recently had a guy named James Amarisian. Is that name familiar to you?
I have heard that name. He's like a legend, that ammo guy.
He's got really dark hair for a guy over 60.
Yes.
But he's a sweetheart of a guy, and really successful. And he invited me on this particular show today, and he introduced me to a girl named Andrea Cataneo or something like that. Do you know that name?
I do. Andrea Cataneo. Yes, I do know her. She's quite extraordinary as well. I can't believe, Ross, you're connected to all these amazing people. Like, who are you? And I feel so lucky I get to talk to you.
Exactly correct. It's very interesting. I couldn't figure out exactly what I'm doing here on your show called The Heart of Influence. And then it hit me. This is all about content creation, about bringing people together, about shared experiences. Now, you're also very close with Sean. He's sort of kind of like your running buddy, right?
He's kind of like my running buddy. I mean, he works for me and I'm his boss. And I tell him what to do all the time. But yes, and everything he learned it from me. And I don't really know how he survived for 47 years before he met me. Yes.
Spoken like a true alpha woman. I mean, really. I don't want to take up too much of your time because I know you're very busy with time constraint. But I just want to say, much like you guys, I'm building a content creation company called Raw Media. It's new media for the new age. Legacy media is on its way out. They have legacy issues. Just last night, Mark Zuckerberg announced on Instagram and Facebook to hundreds of millions of people worldwide that very, very shortly, through his AI programs, all my content and all your content and everybody's content on his platforms will be translated automatically into over 100 languages in over 160 countries. Do you understand what that means?
I do understand what that means, Ross. This is utterly incredible. And I have to run right now, so I'm going to pass you my assistant, Sean. He's got some pretty great content as well. And let's see if we can set up a meeting and see where it goes from here. How does that sound?
That's what I'd like to accomplish. I just want to say in closing, for the first time in human history, 8 billion people in this world are all connected, thanks to the brilliance of satellite technology, connectivity through cellular technology, etc. And we're separated only by a common language, an uncommon language. Now, because of more technology, our content can be broadcast in front of 8 billion people. Just think of the opportunities. I just want the opportunity to sit down
Ross,
in front of you guys.
I am blown away.
Bella's blown away. We're at time. And here's the one question I have, though, is can this AI of Zuckerberg can it speak Bella Verita?
No, that's. I'm sure that's one of the little hiccups they've been having. But ultimately,
wonderful job.
Ultimately, a brilliant female code writer is going to figure out how to translate Bella into binary code.
I'm not confused, Ross. Thank you, Ross. Thank you, Kimberly Ann. Now to the feedbackers.
Now to the feedbackers, otherwise known as judges. Judges, this is the time in the show that we get to give back in the form of feedback. And so it's going to be 30 seconds of feedback for either Kimberly Ann or for Ross, something that they did great, something that they could do to improve, and then what is one word on how they left you feeling, one word on how they left you feeling. Let's start off with Soren. Soren, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Kimberly, please?
Yes, I thought Kimberly was good. She was explaining something of trying to make something that normally people would not look at as content and trying to make it exciting. And I think that if anything, I would say she should just step on the gas and make it even more like just kind of give the sizzle, the headlines, be like, and then people could be like, how does gold happen? How does your wedding ring happen? How does, like, instead of just talking about the industry stuff, just talk about the sexy things that people every day love. And I think that would make it even more exciting.
Beautiful. And Soren, what's one word of how Kimberly Ann made you feel? Just one word. And by the way, guys, we all feel like That's it. So one word, please. What would that be, Soren? How Kimberly Ann made you feel?
Knowledgeable. She
Beautiful.
sounded
Thank you,
knowledgeable.
Soren.
Yeah. Yep.
Belvrita.
Let's go, Dr. Peter. Dr. Peter, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Ross, please?
Okay.
I don't know. Dr. Peter?
Can you hear us, Dr. Peter?
Yes, I can. Yeah, I was going in and out. Yeah, go ahead. What's that?
Oh.
Okay, yeah, your 30 seconds of feedback, please, for
Ross.
For Ross.
Well, I think Ross, you did a phenomenal job. Very motivational. Very motivational. I love the ad lib. It's just like textbook. The way you bring everybody into that conversation was amazing. So I give you kudos for that. Very chilling and tingly.
And
Warm,
Dr. Peter,
fuzzy.
yeah.
Thank you.
And Dr. Peter, one word of how Ross made you feel. What's one word of how Ross made you feel?
Inspirational.
Beautiful. Thank you, Dr. Peter. Come on up.
Dr. Peter, thank you. Let's go to James DiPiazza. How about your 30 seconds of feedback for Kimberly Ann, please?
I would say she came off very genuine, and it was clear she was passionate about the show and the topic, and discussing it with the executive. And very knowledgeable again on the topic. If I had any positive or constructive feedback, I would say maybe ask more questions of the executive, how they might help advance the cause, or what their position might be, or if they might be interested in, more of the participation aspect of it.
Beautiful. Thank you for that for sure, James. And one word of how Kimberly Ann made you feel, please.
Interested.
Let's go, Belvrita.
Let's go, Henry. Henry, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Ross, please?
Well, Ross did a great job in connecting everybody, putting everybody at in the same world, in the same realm. So he was captivating in that way, and he was able to connect the dots and make everybody feel like everybody knew each other. Maybe some people didn't know each other, but at the point where he was speaking, he put everybody together, and that got a lot of people interested. I mean, my end of it, he got a lot of people interested.
Beautiful. Well, thank you for that, Henry, for sure. And one word of how Ross made you feel.
Connected.
Beautiful. Connected.
Connected. Love it. Thank you, Henry. Let's go, Tom. Tom, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Kimberly Ann?
She made me feel, knowledge, she had a lot of knowledge in what she was doing, and it made me excited to, like, as if I wanted to be a part of that show and about what she was doing and taking part in the stuff that was going on in the NYSE, and bringing, you and the other people into the fold, into, getting you into it. I think the only thing I might have done differently was just make sure that I guaranteed that meeting at the end, and lock you into a date and a time that we might have spoke.
Beautiful. Thank you for that, Tom. And one word of how you felt.
Confident what she was talking about.
Thank you, Tom.
Let's go, James Emma Rossi. How about your 30 seconds of feedback for Ross, please?
Of course. So as Ross did say, I was on his show last week and he's on mine this week. So that's how it works. And I'm going to say this before I even start. Who was that? I believe it was, who said the word for Ross? Connected. I literally had that word down. I can't see it with these stupid backgrounds, but I wrote that word down, connected. You stole my word, dude. But and I will get my revenge.
You can borrow it.
That was great. So I think Ross in his with his finesse and his rugged New York accent did a great job really expressing the connectedness of how media and information is kind of merging, and how we're rolling into a new era where everybody's connected, right? And that in a sense, you got to roll with the punches and get with what's going on. I felt you did a great job with your personality, getting that across. I mean, it was very powerful. You were very informative. a lot of energy. I felt plugged in. And my new one word is intrigued.
Ooh, intrigued. I like it, Ammo. We're a little tight on time, so let's get right to put me on the hot seat, Bella Rita.
Oh, I'm ready to put you on the hot seat. That's for sure.
Oh boy.
But it was nice to you today, since you were a good boy today. So I didn't make it too hard for you today, because there really was a lot of opportunities to get some great yeses. So Ammo, Andrea, everybody, this is the time in the show that I have the opportunity to put my co-host, Sean Callagy, on the hot seat in a scenario that he has no idea about, because I cooked them up as the show has been going on. Ultimately, James, you get to choose what scenario Sean goes from hello to yes on. I think we got 3 meaningful ones here today, so I'll roll them out to you. Option number 1, Ammo, is I am a huge fan of Angel Network these days. It's like Netflix, but for faith-based programs. It's all I watch. I was super inspired by Kimberly's show. So we're going to go option number 1 is Sean could role play Kimberly, going from hello to yes with an exec at Angel Network to bring her movie to their network. So that is option number 1. Option number 2 is I think Dr. Peter makes an incredible speaker. There's a health conference, JP Morgan Healthcare Conference. So option number 2, Sean would role play Peter, going from hello to yes with the conference leaders to speak at their conference. And then option number 3, Ammo, is Sean would role play Ross, going from hello to yes with Zuckerberg to be on his podcast. So those are the 3 options I got for you today, Ammo. Any of those tickle your fancy, or do you have something much harder you would like to see Sean do today? Although I do think we should be a little nice to him today. It is his dad's 80th birthday, and his dad's in the hospital, so we should be a little nice to him today.
Sean? Okay. Something a little different. Sean is amazing at this. I really get fascinated every week. We do this every week, and it's fascinating when he comes up with it. I know we're hard pressed for time, but I got a little affinity for Kimberly because I cut my teeth in a gold pit in the mercantile exchange, in the gold exchange. I started trading there before I went upstairs to hedge funds. And I have a brotherly connection to Ross immediately. So I would like to see somehow a merging of potentially Sean working as co-heads with Ross and Kimberly to come to some conclusion, maybe as Ross kind of being a representative for Kimberly to get her show hit, or vice versa with him, with Kimberly representing him to get over. So Sean's got to go through both of them, from one to get to the other. I don't know. Sound crazy? Maybe I've been drinking a little bit, which I don't drink. But maybe I did.
Yeah, no. So I got it. I think I generally have it, but which way would you like to go, Ammo? Because we're gonna only have time to do one of the yeses. So who would you like me to go from, Kimberly or Ross, and which yes?
Why don't you go with try to get Kimberly's show, but you got to go through Ross to get to Kimberly, and you got to Ross is going to broker it over to Kimberly. So you got to go through both. So you got to get through Ross to get to Kimberly to get her show hosted on the Angel Network.
Got it. Okay, cool. Understood. Okay. So who is gonna, and yes, I'll go straight to Ross. Hi, is Ross available?
Speaking.
Hey, Ross. This is James Ammo Amorosi, and we have a 3-minute conversation scheduled for today. Is it still a good time for you?
Just enough time. Let's go.
All right, let's go. So I know you're busy, straight to the point, 2 minutes and 45 seconds of counting. I will honor it, of course, but I just want to know what prompted you to even say yes to this conversation in the first place. You get a million people pitching you stuff all the time, but what was present and you put this on your calendar? Please, Ross.
I have great affection and respect for James. Having just met him, I made a quick judgment, and I hear great things about you.
Amazing. Well, I am James, right now, for sure. So thank you so much, Ross, my brother, for saying that. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I'm playing James Amorosi, right? But quick questions. Kimberly's got the show, Angel Network. what do you look for when you're looking to make something happen with the show? So what would need to be present for you for us to set this conversation up for Kimberly Ann to get her show on the Angel Network, Ross? Like, what are you looking to do for the talent that you're working with and bringing messages forward to the world?
Well, it's not really what I can do. I'm brokering this deal. What can you do? Who are you? Why would we go with you?
Well,
you have a million options.
Yeah. Well, thanks. So I'm James M.O. Amorosi, and Kimberly Ann's show. I mean, what I'm particularly masterful at is creating value. So I've had 35 years in the business of creating value. I've worked with Paul Tudor Jones, some of the wealthiest traders on the planet. And as you know, Ross, everything is about value creation. And what I've done is I've sat back and looked at how information is being distributed. And there's as you are well aware, Ross, there's a massive disruption in how people are relating to media and content. And there's something really very special about this Angel Network, because more and more, the reason people watch CNN, the people watch Fox, is because they identify as something. Democrat, Republican, but the Angel Network is about people who self-identify as Christian. So once you get on that network, there's an immediate sense by people that this is something that makes sense and there's value. I've run numbers, and the numbers are tremendously beneficial. Now, respectful to Kimberly Ann, she's not super famous yet, but that's what we do at the Angel Network, is make things happen like that. So I'm not looking to tell you that you have every answer you need. We had a short time window, about 40 seconds to go or so, and all I'm telling you is it will be worth your time, Ross, to have a sit-down conversation about Kimberly Ann's show, the Angel Network, and where value could be created. I think this could be $1 billion project with major ripple effects coming off of it. I've run all the numbers. I've run it through. You mentioned something you said recently, Ross, about Mark Zuckerberg and AI. Well, AI is not just for translating languages. AI is also for running mathematical models and predictive models, and I've done that work, and I'd love to sit down and go through it with you. So what else can I answer for you? I know we're at time, and yet you're pressed, before you would decide whether or not it would resonate with you to have a 30-minute follow-up conversation, Ross.
I'm happy to give you that time. I'm going to just let Kimberly Ann know that, and I appreciate your tenacity and your very thorough explanation.
Yeah, well, thank you very much, Ross. God bless you, and I'll set that up with your assistant, Tom. I presume that set up this meeting for today. Is that correct?
Exactly right.
Thank you. Have a blessed day. See you soon. Kimberly Ann's a rock star. So are you. Thanks, brother.
Thank you so much.
Okay, let's pause. Kimberly Ann, great job in the participant. Coming back to Ross in a moment. Great job in the participant seat today. Love the energy, and thanks for the courage and kicking us off in the participant seat. How was your time in the Heart of Influence today, Kimberly Ann? And how did I do as James M.O. Amorosi having a conversation about you with Ross? Please.
You know, I really actually enjoyed listening to you pitch me. Makes me think a lot about how this show is going to go down, because, you know, as we all know, you never know what's going to happen in life until you I always say, jump off a cliff and find a parachute halfway down. And this is kind of part of how you get to succeed in something. So I'm super stoked to be a part of this event today. I feel blessed to have met Andrea and now all of you guys. And I mean, it opens up. My heart is so open, and this event I don't know where this is going to go, but all these people that I've listened to today are super inspirational. And I hope I get everybody's emails so we can all follow up together, and appreciate everybody's time today.
No, for sure, Kimberly Ann. Great job. Thank you for that.
And I get to see you guys in 4 days. So
let's go, Kimberly Ann. Let's go.
Yay.
Ross, thank you, brother, for all that. Thank you, Kimberly Ann. Ross, really great job in the role. I love the directness, all of it. Wonderful job in that participant seat. Really exciting to feel the vision of where you're taking things, Ross. And Ross, please, how was your time today on the Heart of Influence?
You know, I had no expectation, and it exceeded anything I didn't really have any expectation. It was really spectacular. Great content creation, very exciting. You're as talented as your promo suggests you are. Bella is, personality personified. I get it. I could feel the energy. All the judges and the other people on this screen. I mean, it was really a privilege to be here today. I appreciate it.
Well, it's a privilege to have you. Thank you, Ross, for sure. Let's go, James. We thank you for being here today, being that feedbacker seat.
Oh,
James, you said what?
Back to it?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Yeah. James, you said what many people say, like, I'm not quite sure what we're doing here. Like, and what we're really doing here is creating relationships rapidly with some extraordinary people and creating possibility. So, James, thank you for being part of the 9,000 people plus that have been on the show. A wonderful job as a feedbacker. And James, how was your time today on the Heart of Influence?
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Thank
And
you.
you echo kind of what Ross said. I really, didn't have any expectations coming in, but it was interesting to be a part of, and an hour well spent.
Oh, thank you, brother. Thank you, James. Dr. Peter, really appreciate you, your heart, what you're up to in the world. And Dr. Peter, how was your time today on the Heart of Influence, sir?
First, I'd like to say thank you for inviting me, Andrea. That was very nice of you. Sean, I think we go way back a long time ago in the PI world, so it was great seeing you again. I've been to one of your, from a long time ago. I am in New Jersey. It's not New York, as I was, I'm in Jersey. I don't like to be called a New York guy. Sorry, guys. But I'm a total Jersey guy, Northern Jersey guy, that is. But really cool things. I've seen you speak before. I think it was the first time we did it at, I think it was at Capitol Grill, if I'm not mistaken, a long time ago.
Oh, my goodness.
And with your baseball story.
Back in the day.
Yeah, and so we had a common ground there with the baseball because my son played for Don Bosco, and he was an amazing ball player. So we were talking a little bit after, but it's great hearing from you. I would have liked to see Darren Prince on here because him and I go way back also. Long story behind that.
My goodness,
so thank you for having me.
Darren will be at the event October 15th. Darren's usually here, and unless there's something emergent that goes on with one of the crazy celebrity people he and Emma work with. But Dr. Peter, it's a privilege. Thank you for sharing that, and great to reconnect. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Henry, thank you for being on the Heart of Influence today in that feedbacker seat. Wonderful work as well, sir. And Henry, how was your time today on the Heart of Influence?
Oh, just unmute for us, Henry. Just unmute for us.
Okay, ready? You got me? All right. Well,
Yes, sir.
I'll tell you what, it was nice to actually meet everybody. Thank you, Andrea, for setting it up and inviting me on your show. And what I got out of it is what I said originally, which was when Ross was speaking, is the connectivity. My thing is that I'm growing up as a street kid, and being where I am today, it's all about connections. It's all about who you know, and it's all about getting people through that door. And once you get them in that door, you have to shine. And I see that everybody here has, in some way, shape, or form, has done that for somebody else in their lives. And that, for me, made this show very influential and very nice to be on. Thank you so much, guys, and look forward to meeting everybody.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Bella Vriedich.
Let's go, Soren. Hopefully I was as funny as you, as comic as you, but great job at kicking us off into the judges' seat. And how was your time with us on the Heart of Influence?
It was great. I'm actually in New York as well. And for me, first of all, your energy is very improv comedy. You definitely are able to take all those concepts and just really kind of make it just, you bring that chili pepper, that flavor to the show. And I think it's great that you're here because your energy is amazing. That's number one. And number two is, I think that everyone is able to not only add value, but they're able to do it very quickly. I think a lot of times people bury the headline, they kind of build up for 20 minutes. And then by the time it gets there, they lost the audience. I think everyone on here was able to just immediately get to it. Like within 30 seconds, they were like, here's the value proposition. Here's why I'm the right person. Here's what we're going to do together. Let's take the next steps. So it was like 1, 2, 3, go, 1, 2, 3, go. And I think it was a beautiful example of how just people need to get to it immediately. And especially having that New York mindset with that New York minute is like immediate. Today was a beautiful example of that.
Wow, really great job. Thank you for that beautiful work.
Yeah, thank you for that, Soren. And last but not least, Tom, thank you for being here. Excellent feedback as well, really detailed. So thank you for that. And how was your time with us on the Heart of Influence?
Very good. Thank you for inviting me to the show. I really didn't know what to expect, like everybody else. Had no idea what was going to happen. In fact, I was a little nervous overall, not knowing anyone on here, maybe one person, Kimberly, but other than that, I thank you for your time and for meeting everyone, virtually. And thanks again. Thanks for inviting me.
Thanks, Tom. Really great job. Appreciate you, and thanks for joining. Again, the more than 9,000 folks have been here, which I think brings us to the man of the hour. Is that true?
It does.
James Amorosi, my brother, cannot wait to see you in a few days. Please, Amo, your final.
Very stoked for next week. Very pumped up. Darren and I had a talk with Darren this morning. Great talent coming to this. I mean, incredible show next week that Sean is holding his team and a great group of people. Today was a very extra. Andrea, again, take my hat off to you. I sound like a broken record, but I don't know how you do. Don't know how you do it. Someone's got to mute their phone. I don't know how you do it, Angie.
I got
but
it.
You bring the best people on the show. It's incredible. Everybody on this show is at top tier. They're at the top shelf of their career, and I admire everybody. I'm watching the market, excuse my French, get its ass kicked. It's almost down 900 points, and gold is over 4,000. And it's wild. It's just crazy. So I'm pretty pumped up. Andrew, I might bang out 1,000 push-ups right now. But saying that, very, very interesting show. And I threw a curveball at Sean today. Never did that before with having him broker a deal through another person. So it was a little different. I could have set that up a little cleaner, but we'll do better next time. The whole essence of the show is what Sean said, connecting. And I think you all got that. And again, Ross, I put down connected. And I believe, was it Henry who said connectivity? Yeah, Henry said it, right? It's the truth. I just want to say one thing. I had a meeting this morning with one of our panelists, I think a week or two ago. I had a chat with him today. We had a talk. His name is John Sherman, and incredible things he's doing. And I think, I might even invest through my fund in what he's doing. I'm a big believer in impact and doing the right thing. And his companies that he's doing now involved with does that. So my point is we should all stay connected. Kimberly said it earlier. She wants to get everybody's email. I do as well. And I try to reach out to everybody as best I can. Meeting everybody on the panel, I call this a pod panel, is great. Everybody's beautiful, but it's the follow-up that really can lead to something that's tangential and influential and impactful. So that's my final. Sean, I appreciate you. I love you. Bella, great job kicking the shit out of Sean today. Humble that man the next level. Okay. And like I tell, every time I'm with Sean in person, I tell him he's full of shit. He's not blind. I refuse to believe he's blind. The guy walks through, navigates. He navigates. We were at a wedding about a month ago, and I'm like, and Bella's. I said, I got him, Bella. Bella's like, no, I got him, Ammo. I got him. I said, no, I got him. He walked himself through the crowd. I go, Sean, you're full of shit. I whisper in his ear all the time. You're not blind. He is Yoda.
I love it.
He is Yoda. You are Yoda, Sean. You are Yoda. You're on mute, but you're Yoda. You're on mute, I think.
Love you, brother.
No, you're not. Okay.
Love you, brother. Couldn't be more grateful for you.
Likewise.
And I know we're at time. I can't wait to see you. It's going to be 1,000 elite professionals accelerating massively coming up next week in Jersey with the amazing talent that you and Darren have supported us in assembling and sourcing. So thank you so much. My final in a moment, but Bella Rita, and for everybody, by the way, we got fun gifts. I got to give for, if you want, click on the link. We have a ticket for the immersion for you. And we have our agent Miro. There's nothing on planet Earth like this. And we are literally ahead of Google, the White House, Disney, and conversational AI. I blew minds in CEOs 2 days ago speaking in Philadelphia, blew minds today in Utah, and check it out because you've not seen anything like it, and we'll see where we can go from there. Numbers in the chat. Just call Miro about the immersion and tell Miro that Sean Callagy is an asshole. Tell Miro that, Ammo's right. He's full of shit. He's not blind. Tell the agent that you're curious. Anything you want to say and do, anything, and watch what happens. You're not going to believe this is real. So Bill, read your final.
My final, Andrea, fantastic job putting this group together today in service of ammo and everybody here today. Absolutely extraordinary job. Definitely check out what is in the link. It's been an honor and a privilege, and really and truly, there is no greater speaker in the world than Sean Callaghy, and I do learn from him every single day, and I have to admit that I'm wrong a lot. It's really exhausting, but it is, I have a growth mindset. So it's an honor to be here with you all today, and back to you.
No, and I learned from you, Ammo. I learned from Bella, Andrea, all of you. It's an honor every day when we work together to continue to up-level for impact in the world. We all have resources. If you're on this session today, you've done a lot, you've succeeded. But how can we cause more for others and make beautiful things happen, not just charitably, but in for-profit context as well? So love you guys, appreciate you. We end every show by saying this: what if we can actually do it? And I'm physically blind. I'm born defective. But I'm pretty sure that there's a little bit of a challenge, because all these possibilities for acceleration sit right in front of our very face, right here. They all sit for more impact, more revenues, all of it sits right here. But we can all use a little unblinding, because with all of those possibilities sitting right in front of our eyes, at some level, we are all blind. Bella?
And just learning to see. Bye-bye, everyone.
Happy fun, buddy. Thanks, everybody. Emma, love you, brother. Thanks, Andrew. Great job.
Thank
Take
you.
care, Sean. See
you
you
to
guys.
all
Have
of
a
you.
great weekend.
Thank you.
Ciao.
Hope to
Have
see
a
you
great
all on the
weekend,
15th.
everybody.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Take
Bye-bye.
care. Pleasure.
Bye-bye.
Ross.